this is Jay and you're watching Jay Reads. So, you're going to watch me, of course, based on the title. It's another book haul. Haha, what's new? You might wanna ask something like, why do you have another book haul, Jay? Or something like, have you read everything? I mean, the books that you bought from last month? The answer is, for the most part, yes. But I am not yet done with some of them because most of them are duologies or trilogies. And for the most part, I am not really following a TBR except the Wiccathon TBR. That was my first TBR ever. Because I read based on my mood, and in case you didn't know, I read 2 or 3 books at a time. So let's say I am reading one book this morning, and then for the afternoon I am reading another book, and before I sleep I am reading another one. You know, I am like that. And the reason is, in the morning I want to be, sorry for the dogs barking, they're having, I don't know. Because in the morning I want to be, energized. So most of the time I am reading self-help, or aside from reading my Bible, contemporary. And for the afternoon, I feel melancholic, or I want to be filled with nostalgia and things like that. I am reading either a romance, or if I still want to be energetic, sometimes I'm reading fantasy or fiction, basically. And at night, of course, I want to be relaxed, and I want to ready my, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my bookshelf. At night, I really want to be relaxed, so most of the time I am reading classics, or another self-help book, or sometimes romance. But the thing is, I want to be relaxed at night, so I am mostly reading books with light stories or light plots. So yeah, I read 2 or 3 books at a time. That is also why I am, as of this filming, I am on my 59th book this year. And I have a goal for this year. Actually, it's on my Goodreads. I want to finish 100 books this year or more. Because last year, it was my goal to finish 50, but I think I ended up with 40 something. I failed because I got really busy around November, December. So yeah, anyway, I am doing a book haul for today. I'm sorry for talking too much. Everything that you're gonna see today, they are all from the same shop, and I am going to link the details below. So, the first book is Flaubert's Parrot by Julian Barnes. I actually read the blurb in Goodreads before I bought this, and I totally forgot what it's all about. So, it doesn't have a blurb at the back, but I'm going to read the testimonies for this book. An intricate and delightful novel. A bewitching, original, and challenging creation by a writer with spectacular talents. Certainly one of the most delightful books ever about a writer. An admirable, humorous Flaubert miscellany, scholarship, criticism, biography, wit, and style. Flaubert's Parrot is a richly inventive, wonderful, intelligent book. It's a profound and wildly comic meditation on the life and art of Flaubert, and on the elusiveness of the past, among many things. A deep pleasure to read. Endless food for thought, beautifully written. A tour de force. a book for people who really love books. Flaubert's Parrot is a remarkably inventive as well as audacious effort to depict, with a great exactitude, Flaubert's unsettling condition of genius. I am filled with admiration at Julian Barnes' daunting achievement. He has introduced into his literary meditation a high element of risk and an enchanting spirit of play to enrich our understanding. When I read the blurb on Goodreads and the reviews, I liked it, so I bought it. And I'm going to update you probably on my Bookstagram what I think about this book and what's my rating. So follow me on Bookstagram. I will link everything down below. So yeah, that was the first book that I bought, Flaubert's Parrot. Okay, moving on. The second book is Traveling Mercies, Some Thoughts on Faith by Anne Lamott. Lamott, whatever. And I will read the blurb. From the best-selling author of Operating Instructions and Bird by Bird comes a chronicle of faith and spirituality that is at once tough, personal, affectionate, wise, and very funny. Anne Lamott claims the best two prayers she knows are, "Help me, help me, help me. Thank you, thank you, thank you." Despite or because of her irreverence and wit, faith is a natural subject for Lamott. With an exuberant mix of passion, insight, and humor in Traveling Mercies, she takes us on a journey through her often troubled past to illuminate her devout but quirky walk of faith. In her narrative spiced with stories and scripture, with diatribes, laughter, and tears, Lamott tells us how, against all odds, she came to believe in God and then even more miraculously in herself. Whether writing about her family or her dreadlocks, sick children or old friends, the most religious woman of her church or the men she's dated, she shows us the myriad ways her faith sustains and guides her, shining light on the darkest part of ordinary life and exposing surprising pockets of meaning and hope. So basically, the story is about the writer's experience before and after she believed in God. I actually bought this because this is like a memoir, and I love reading memoirs and documentaries. I love them. I think I will learn a lot from this book, and I am excited. Okay, so the next book is something that I bought because it's now a movie. And it's played by one of my favorite actresses ever. And this is Brooklyn. And the cover, I couldn't find the first book cover, so I still bought this even if it's a movie tie-in edition. And it doesn't matter because Saoirse is there. And she's acting for that part. And Brooklyn is... Let me read the blurb. I'm sorry for blabbering too much because I am really excited to read this. Okay. Alice or Alice Slicey has come of age in a small town Ireland in the hard years following World War II, when an Irish priest from Brooklyn offers to sponsor her in America. She decides she must go, leaving her fragile mother and her charismatic sister behind. Alice or Alice finds work in a department store on Fulton Street, and when she least expects it, finds love. Tony, who loves the Dodgers and his big Italian family, slowly wins her over with patient charm. But just as Alice or Alice begins to fall in love, devastating news from Ireland threatens the promise of her future. So this book is already a movie, and Saoirse Ronan is playing the part of Alice or Alice. And I'm really excited to read this because I want to watch the movie already. And I don't watch movies based on books if I haven't read them yet. So, I'm really excited! Okay, for the next two books, they are written by the same author. The first one is Earthly Possessions by Anne Tyler, and the second is The Accidental Tourist. So let me read the blurb for The Earthly Possessions. For 35-year-old Charlotte Emery, leaving her husband seems to offer the only way out from the mundanity of everyday life's earthly possessions. In the bank, she withdraws enough money to escape a life and marriage gone sour. But Charlotte is about to escape in a way she had never expected, as a young bank robber takes her hostage, and they head south for Florida in a stolen car. Well, that is interesting. I wanna be honest with you guys, I bought this because of the cover. Do you need to explain anything more? Okay, I am a photographer and I love film and I love sceneries like this, so I really bought it because of the cover. But of course, I read the blurb on Goodreads before buying it and the reviews, and so far it has good reviews. Ann Tyler is famous with stories like this, books that have heart-wrenching stories or touching stories, or if you read that book, you learn a lot in life. And yeah, that's why I also bought it. And the other one is, of course, The Accidental Tourist. Let me read it. How does a man addicted to routine, a man who flosses his teeth before lovemaking, cope with the chaos of everyday life? With the loss of his son, the departure of his wife, and the arrival of Muriel, dog trainer from Meow Bao Dog Clinic, Macon's attempts at ordinary life are tragically and comically undone. And that's the blurb. That's it. So before buying these books, you might want to know, how did I end up buying them from a great selection of books during that time? I read the blurb in Goodreads and their reviews, except for the spoilers, and I like them. That's why I bought this, and that's why I ended up with 5. But I bought this during a sale, and there's no harm done because I know I will learn a lot from these. So the conditions of the books are, great aside from the tanning pages, but I don't care about that because I care more about the content of the book. I am actually sure that I will love this, but just in case after reading, I don't really like to keep it in my shelf, I will probably sell it on my Shopee bookshop. And I will link everything down below, don't worry. So I bought this from Warehouse B. It's amazing because I actually knew Brooklyn and the movie because, of course, Saoirse. But I didn't know anything about Ann Tyler or the remaining books. So I did research about these. So I ended up buying them. That's one of the most amazing things with second-hand bookshops, because most of the time you don't see this on book stands anymore because they're not really famous here in the Philippines, or they are published by indie publishers or indie writers. That's why we only know the famous books or the bestsellers. In my case, second-hand bookshops actually help me to, discover a lot of new gems and new writers. I don't know, it's just amazing because there are a lot of books in the world and we don't know most of them. So it's amazing to have these, amazing second-hand bookshops because they give us these amazing selections. And we're still in the quarantine, so you might want to support the independent local bookshops or independent shops near you, or even online, at least here in the Philippines. I don't know what I'm saying, but I will stop now. I'm sorry. But yeah, these are the books I bought from Warehouse B. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. It's probably a book review or a book haul or a reading vlog. I am not sure. I'm not promising anything. But yeah, see you in my next video. Bye! Don't forget to follow me and subscribe and comment down below if you like anything from this selection, or if you want to recommend me something, feel free to do so. So yeah, this has been Jaya for Jerry. Bye!
What should I do? I don't wanna keep my heart aching. I shouldn't be sad, there's another day. I'll try to forget you all I can see. I'll try to forget you all I can see. We're on lockdown. It's hard to see the sky. Can't meet people and go to